Hello and welcome back to the garage. Taking a break from the Volkswagen, we're going to work on this old M. So what we have here is a 1949 John Deere M model tractor. It's been sitting here for a little bit now. As you can see, the paint's quite faded. It's got no gas in it. Cleaned the sediment bowl, put a new battery in it, aired up the tires, and we're going to see if it'll start. Now, hopefully this is a pretty short video, right? We don't have to do a lot of work. We'll go drive it around, have a good old time. But we're going to check the oil, make sure she's got plenty of oil in it, and from there, we'll see what happens. So let's go ahead and check that and get going. So we'll go ahead and do a little walk around of the tractor here. So this thing is still 6 volt. Still got our original Delco Remy, I think. Yep, generator on it. The belt looks a little worse for wear. I'm sure it'll be fine. We're missing the canister that's supposed to be here. So this filter is fine, but normally they'd have a metal canister with a little bolt on top and a filter, regular like screen filter inside of here. Got our nice oil pressure gauge. Even genuine John Deere. Hell yeah. Got a 4-speed touch-o-matic. The seat's in pretty good condition, all things considered. It's needs a little work. It has been upgraded to a 3-point, which is really nice. The hydraulics leak, maybe even the PTO a little bit, so we'll want to check that before we do too much work with it. We're missing the upper part of the 3-point attachment here, but that's fine. The tires, they're a little, a little old, a little hard, but they'll be fine. We've got our oil bath over here. These are just amazing filters. I mean, they're probably some of the best. A lot of people like to swap them out to just a regular canister filter, but you put a little bit of oil in here from your engine, and when the air comes in through this pipe here, it goes down. Dirt and all kinds of fun stuff gets stuck down here, and then there's a little, almost like wire wool inside of this that catches big items and then down to little items and whatever. But most of it gets stuck down here in the oil, and then it comes through into the carburetor, which this is an updraft carburetor. So it's gravity fed fuel from the tank, which is kind of up here, and that comes down into here, and then the air vacuums it up into the head and all that make it happen or stuff. Here's our little bowl. This is a sediment bowl. Basically, there's a little filter in here, and then big chunks fall down here, and it's an old fuel filter. I did put a new battery in it. I was not going to try to mess around with that old one like I normally do, but this is a positive ground tractor, which is a kind of cool situation. We got ourselves a old Larry soup can. That's probably to cover the exhaust pipe, but this thing's got a little doohickey there too. So we'll go ahead and put some fuel in it, but we're gonna check the oil real quick. I know we checked it already, but it's just a good habit. Nice Canadian maple syrup there. And we'll go ahead and check the coolant. We got something in there, some sort of liquid. But overall, I think we're ready to add the fuel. So these tractors hold about 9 gallons in their tank. I've got about 5, which should be plenty to see if the tank leaks and if the carburetor leaks and if the hose lines leak, and start it. Oh no! A little bit of a mishap. There we go. Oops. Sorry, it's cleaning the paint. Alright, so this is kind of the crappy gasket I made. And here's the screen and our little bowl here. So we're going to try doing this first. Putting the gasket up in there. And then putting our bowl in. If it doesn't work, we'll just throw an O-ring in it. But I'd like to try to do what you should do versus what you shouldn't do. Alright, let's see if that worked. Nope. If anything, it made it worse. So we'll go ahead and just throw an O-ring in it. Or it might just leak, you never know. Now if we can just get the screen to sit in there nicely. Alright, let's see what that did now. Well, it looks like our screen fell anyways, but it's not leaking. We'll deal with the screen later. Well, now it's leaking again. Oh, goodness. Well, that appears to have done it. We'll have to make a new screen for this thing. But the sediment bowl will still do its job to a point. Luckily, we're not going that far with it. But all things considered, that tank's not that bad. So we've got fuel in it. We've got it all buttoned up. We've got a little bit of a fuel leak, but I think it's because the bowl's stuck on the carburetor, so it's probably going to be flooded. But we'll just go ahead and see if it starts. Quite a bit of fumes coming out. have the tractor running and driving and got it over here to the garage, we're going to go ahead and clean up this old paint. This may not be the complete original paint to the tractor, but it's green, ain't it? I'd like to try to fix this exhaust pipe. It's bent a little bit. We'll kind of check that out. We might even put a new one on it, maybe a nice chrome stack. But I think this will do well for moving equipment around here. So like axles, engines, full cars, so maybe even doing some plowing and making a field. Who knows? But yeah, so we'll go ahead and start power washing this thing down. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be updated when we do a video on restoring the paint on this tractor and getting it ready for the local car show. And as always, we will see you next time here at the garage.